Well, I didn't intend. All right, so I gotta figure out how the fuck this thing works because I was trying to go into studio mode to switch over or to make sure that the thing was set up, and it was not. Because I'm a goof. Okay, hold on. That's valid. Got this changeover. God damn it. Why am I allowed to do anything? Um,
You're fine, Space. Just take your time. It's all good.
God. Oh, this is. Why does it do this? I don't like that. Okay, this is fine. And now this is all. Why is this? Why is this doing nonsense? I didn't ask for nonsense. I specifically ordered no nonsense. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, hi Brad. Congrats on your first.
Oh, all
Uh,
right, we're starting.
what if I just got rid of this? And we
Hey,
just.
hi, hello, Gems. How's it going? Gems and angels alike.
Hello, hello. I gotta move this over. All right. Oh. Yeah, Angel has just woken up from a power nap. In case that wasn't abundantly clear. I am
I gotta fix something on my
EP,
end.
slightly confused, and curled up in blankets to try and warm back up because I can't regulate my own body temperature very well.
Yeah, I feel that. Me, I'm like a fucking human furnace.
Oh no,
I've
I am perpetually ice cold.
two halves of the same coin. You're a human AC. I'm a human furnace.
Yeah, literally, like, Pop came home from his first day at work sweating because it's way hotter down there than it is up here. Um, and he wore like a long sleeve and slacks for his first day. He came home like drenched in sweat, and my hands went onto his face, and he's like, "Oh, those are ice cold."
Yeah.
The
Cold hands,
world
warm
is
heart.
open, by the way. Yeah, it was something. What the fuck was I doing? I completely forgotten.
Starting up
Um,
core keeper.
well, I know. Okay, smartass. So I have
Okay,
some
there we go.
thoughts. Okay, that's so many fucking. You found so many nodes,
I did find quite a bit of nodes.
which is like nice, but also thank you for the head pat spread. I appreciate your care in these trying times.
That
It's
reminds me, I gotta test one of my redeems, see if it's working.
so we, in order to continue on our bullshit, we've got
It's
to
not
come
working.
down this way and get all of those
I gotta fix that real quick.
because we connected these and this one. The real question is, do we want to put a teleporter out I
Well,
feel like
that's
this
why
one
it's
is
not working.
fine for those, because like these are all pretty close to each other. But
There we go.
these are kind of like in bumfuck Alaska. Like these two are not close to this one at all.
That does depend on which kind of ore node it is and what we're going to be needing.
Well, I'm just attaching it railways to every node because we will need them all eventually since they run out.
That is fair. All right, what do we got in here? We got Pandorium in here, Pandorium in here, and Solarite in this one. We do have Pandorium that needs to be smelted, apparently. Let's go ahead and smelt some of that. I forget. Is it Pandorium or Rulicite that you need currently right now for upgrades?
I think I'm in Rulicite now. Let me check.
Okay. Doesn't hurt to have some Pandorium going, though.
Yeah, it's Rulicite. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be fun. Oh, that's going to be fun.
Uh-huh. Well, we've got... I don't remember if I set up the
The
stuff
ones that are
for...
like up north.
Yes.
Let's see. I think you might have set up a railway to go towards
I
them, but we don't have anything set up to like
Well, I
start
know
mining
that I
them.
have a railway up there. That's not my
Okay.
concern. It's the is it mining?
They are not mining as far as I'm aware.
Okay, in that case, let me.
I will go double check.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to put. I don't think all of them are going at least. And if we both need Relicite at this point, then we might as well just have.
Oh god!
I don't like
Fucking
that.
giant amoeba got me while I was in the minecart.
Well, aren't they a little bastard?
Luckily, it did not destroy the minecart.
Yeah, they can't destroy the minecart as far as I'm aware.
That was annoying though. Just like, oh shit, I don't remember if I can attack in the minecart, and then I remembered immediately after I died. Yes, you can. Come
Yeah.
here, bastard. Suffer. There we go.
And the answer is no, none of them are being mined. All right, let me set up. Okay.
Just stand by to help out with whatever creepies and crawlies show up.
A preach. Big preach.
There's
If you
something
could
on this that
actually
won't.
expand, like get rid of these just like in a square around, so I
Should be able to do
can
that.
get in there.
And while I'm
I
at it,
think
I'm gonna get this
it's
ruler set in the walls.
like that.
Oh god, Snack. What you mean, hilarious story? What
Oh,
did you
were
do?
you not paying attention, dear Zephyrin?
Oh god damn it.
To the I knew we were gonna have a fucking hilarious story. You know why? Because
Oh dear.
Snacky had a goddamn status update that said, "So funny story," and I was like, "Here we go again."
Snaggy, why do you do this to us? Why do you give us heart attacks? This is not fair.
So I was prepared.
I'm an old dragon, Snack. Stop doing this to me.
Oh, I have that the wrong way. Is it like that? Yes, like that.
Okay.
Brett didn't have to snitch on shit. You did that yourself.
Damn, not the self snitch. There's the fucking void worm.
Well, I pretend I do not see the void worm, and it is fine. Can you come here and get rid of this wall?
Oh yeah. Can't pretend you don't see that.
I didn't actually, because I was paying attention to Snacky's story. Yeah, you proved your mom wrong. Could you please tell the class what your mother said exactly? Because I don't
My
think
all-around
I
jeans ain't that bad.
in 114-degree heat wave jeans.
That's not that bad.
114 degrees?
That's not that bad.
Zephyr, we gotta talk.
No, we don't. I live in the humidity. It's all good.
I was molded by fucking humidity. I understand humidity. 114 degrees. It still sucks, brother. Like, what are you talking about?
It sucks, but it's not that bad. I'm sure we've been through worse.
You got a job?
Oh shit! Congrats, Snack! Celebrations all around.
Congrats, Snack. I'm also slightly concerned. How are you going to do work and high school
And fire school, fire train, fireman
and
training.
firefighting school? Not that I don't believe that you're incapable of doing it. I do believe that you could do whatever the hell you set your mind to, Snack.
That's just gonna be a lot on your plate.
That is just, you already sounded overwhelmed.
I'm going to be doing a stupid thing.
As long as you don't compromise the integrity of our operations here,
Shouldn't.
then, fuck it, we ball.
Just going into a new mushroom area that has yet to be discovered. And taking care of business!
Lovely. Okay. I just realized I don't have a go for this. Okay.
Ah!
Going back. You don't know. Okay, well...
Oh, this is such a
$11
small
an
area to
hour
work
is not
with.
bad. Did you walk up the hill, Nugget?
Void larva, get the fuck back. Don't touch me.
Do you want
I
cheesy
got
breads
the new
tonight,
item.
Nugget? Do you want cheesy breads tonight? No? Do you want them tomorrow?
So low enough.
We'll do cheesy breads tomorrow. Floppy nimbus.
Up in Imbish.
Floppy nimbus.
Oh, that was difficult. Oh. Let's see. Black charm necklace. Immune to oil. Perfectly black trinket that absorbs any light cast upon. Okay, that'll be a good item to have. And I got 2 of them. Nice.
Nice.
Whew. Fucking hell to this area, though.
Yeah, Snack, I don't know about that one. Homie, I'm gonna be real honest with you.
God
That
damn it.
sounds like a lot.
Yeah, as a bit. Don't overwork yourself, Snack.
Like, I know people say, like, oh, it's all about the grind. I'm here to tell you, it is not, in fact, all about the grind. And just because you physically can does not, in fact, mean that you should.
Don't grind yourself away.
Yeah, if you fuck yourself up in your youth, when you're older, you're going to want death.
Yep, that's how I feel when I fucked up my back.
Like,
And now I look like I have a hunch in it every single day.
it's not, like, not even a joke. If you don't know limits, learn what they are. Because being disabled is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yup. God help anyone who has to live with disabilities long term. Like, there are short-term disabilities, but, like, good fucking God help you if you have to live with a long-term one.
Thank you. It does, in fact, suck. I can confirm.
It is not fun. Been living with a lifelong disability since birth.
Yeah,
2 of them, actually.
You would fucking know.
Technically 3, because technically, like,
I know.
the need to wear glasses is a disability, but not by the state. The state doesn't consider it a disability,
Yeah.
which I think is a little bit stupid, but at the same time, it's like, I
Well,
kind of
it's
get it.
yeah, if you can get by with glasses, then you're fine. Okay, so part of the way that I have the train track set up is each side has a railway cart.
Hmm.
So if you grabbed that railway cart from uh this one, this teleporter, please bring it back to that one, because if we teleport to this one and we don't have a cart on us, then we're like fucked.
Yep. Oh, God damn it. Trying to get my fucking shit back, and it's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, you did in fact do dumb shit. You played stupid games and won stupid prizes.
I did, in fact, say I was going to go do dumb shit.
You did in fact say that, yes. Yeah, you read your fire book, Snacky. I support that.
Firebook. Oh, for his firefighter training.
Yes. I would not be supporting the alternative.
That's fair.
Should be fine.
Hmm.
We need
Okay.
one more.
Second I get that necklace back, I need to swap that out. Because fucking oil is a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm not thrilled whenever I see it, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like, ooh, oil, you know?
Like, we are we are American, but like that only goes so far.
Fuck off. I do not associate with those people. How dare you imply that I am of the same caliber,
the same the
the
same
same
ilk.
breed? Disgusting.
Fucking damn incendiary motherfuckers. Oop. Okay. Nice, my model artist just got back to me. She should be going into the coloring phase here pretty soon. Oh wait, no, she's going. Yeah, she's going into coloring. No, cutting phase.
Mm.
Cutting phase and then coloring.
Cutting before coloring?
Yes, gotta make sure like all the different assets are going to be able to move in the way that you want them to move before you color them.
I guess that makes sense. I thought that you would color before you cut.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like at the same time, it just like it kind of makes sense to cut first, so that way like you know like what way the assets are going to
Move
move,
so
so
that
you
you
can
can color
adjust like what the
accordingly.
color is gonna look. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That does make sense. All right, now we have some Piccadilly bullshit.
Come on, perish.
Did you perish?
Yes. Nope.
Huzzah!
I'm getting better at this dodging shit. Ah, fuck.
Did you speak too soon?
Almost.
Yup, go.
Do I have any healing items?
Not in my
Nope, I do not.
ass. Oh, okay, so it's literally straight down. All right, hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Kringle fucking Christmas.
Hey, Fenris.
Hi, Fenrir.
This fucking nerd. Alright, I
I
did
almost
not.
fucking died. Ooh, I
You have a
almost
fun
fucking
time with this
died.
area. Fair enough.
Oh, well, I did
Pre-
die. Unfortunate.
Appreciate you stopping by, Fenrir.
Have a good eat.
Rest well, homie. Ah! Shit. Will you... Can... Trying to not bring this thing all the way down here. Trying. There we go. Thank God. Ah! You little bastard. Where did you come from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? Alright, swapping this out. Get rid of this. See if I can condense anything. I can. Alright. Here is it. And what did I drop over here? What can I condense? Nothing really.
Well, there's nothing here.
This. What's about to attack me? You know, you can just see the fucking telegraphed attack in the distance. It's just like, wait, where's that coming from?
Yes, and then you're just like, death approaches. I don't know from where, but it is. It is approaching.
It's over in
With
that general direction. That I do know.
great haste, actually.
Can damn void larva bit me in the ankle.
Oh. On
Just
north.
barely, just barely out of my fucking eyesight. Hey, Passion, welcome on in. Congratulations on the Sunstone.
Ooh, sunstone.
I actually used to own a piece of Sunstone. When it no longer served its purpose to me, I passed it along to someone else. I was like, here, you might want this. Like, I'll do that on occasion. Like, I'll go out and I'll, like, go to, like, metaphysical shops. I'll buy gemstones for certain spells I'm crafting. And then when they don't serve their purpose anymore, I'm just like, all right, this should, like, go to someone else then. It's like, it's not serving purpose here. It's literally just gathering dust.
As long as they're cleansed beforehand, yeah, that makes.
Oh, yep, every time. I'll sit them out in the sun usually to do that. And sometimes even like wash them over with a little bit of moon water too.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like moon water, new or full moon water,
Mm-hmm.
and then a
Yeah, full
new.
moon, new moon, either one will work.
I would do both.
That's fair. Nope, no sir, you can stay over there. I will go. Yeah. You little bastard! Quit trying to bite my ankles.
Tasty.
It's almost as bad as when people try to eat my horns.
Well, don't have tasty horns, brother. I don't know what to tell you. Have you considered adding something unpleasant to your horns to deter people from munching them?
Can't help that they're electric blue raspberry flavored, unfortunately.
Well,
Speaking of which, Passion, how dare you? Stealing my horns. Crazy.
well, no, is it crazy? I feel like it's totally understandable.
It reminded you that you were hungry. I will clear out this section. So help me God. So trying to think. Trying to think what.
Not me, not me.
So help me, tier. I will fucking clear out this section.
I'm just gonna have my like homies out because fuck this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Pretty much, yep.
What's up?
I am in the bad planes.
Not the bad place.
Indeed, the bad place.
Are you in the larva area?
No,
To be fair though, that is a bad place.
that
Bad place to be.
is. I'm in the other bad place.
Ah, the ocean.
The other bad place.
Damn.
I'm in the fucking
Purple fungus?
passage.
Oh, you're in the passage. That passage ain't that bad.
Yeah, if you have something that can mine it. I have a fucking bazooka I have to shoot off. A bazooka.
You said you highlighted your. You labeled your highlighters. I mean, hey, whatever you got to do, if you feel that's necessary.
That is admittedly a level of autism I haven't unlocked yet. I'm genuinely impressed.
Currently, like the most organization level of autism that I have is organizing all my magic cards in color based by what type of mana they use. Like I have colored binders for this very purpose.
Oh, you got color-coded binders.
Yup. So many card sleeves. So fucking many. I have so many fucking magic cards. It's a problem. It was a gambling addiction for a while.
Jesus.
Shipping.
Where is it? Get in, get in. We're getting
God
the
damn it.
fuck out of Dodge.
The loaf has spoiled. What? No, the loaf didn't spoil nothing.
The loaf is fresh. What do you mean? That's a whole brand new ass loaf. Just came out of the oven. It's a baby.
Taking a couple of these potions. Just so I can stop eating shit out there.
Well, that's not a very balanced diet of you, now is it?
No, it is not. Very unhealthy. Oh, fuck me running.
I think that's what they've been doing.
There's a fucking incendiary thing along the path of the train tracks.
Unfortunate.
I will deal with that later. That is a future Zephy problem. Or a future space problem. Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Maybe don't make it a future space problem. Just as a thought.
I will try, but I make no promises.
Let's do a quick thought experiment. What happens if it becomes a future space problem? Well,
it's fine. It's fine.
my heavenly host, I hate to tell you this. Probably fucking death, and then not the enemy.
Nah,
It's probably me. It's me. I
Nah,
die.
you'll be fine. You worry too much.
You don't worry enough.
Oh, oh fuck, oh fuck. There's Ursula. I feel the rumblies,
Hmm.
and I'm out of
I
here.
worry too much?
Yeah, you worry too much.
I don't know. I feel like you're like panicked. Oh fuck.
I don't know what you're
Is
talking about.
exactly why I worry.
I don't panic whatsoever.
No, you've never
Nah,
panicked a day in your life.
nope.
Hmm.
Nobody roll the clips.
I was gonna say, did somebody remember that clip?
I was perfectly calm in that scenario.
Uh-huh.
You little bastard, give me your fucking staff. I want that staff.
No, you can't have it. It's not for nougat. Alright.
That staff looks fucking badass is what it's fucking doing.
Alright, so we have one set up, and I have enough for one more. I'm gonna go check on. You know, we never found a galaxite node.
We did, actually. We found plenty.
We did? They were
Yeah,
never marked.
they should have been. I know there's at least one marked in the desert,
There is not.
and I blocked it off. So, like, it's blocked off by a wall, but it should be marked.
I do not see.
I will check for it because I know it's somewhere in the desert. I know that for a fact.
I'm like looking through the map right now. I'm like, where? Because it's not marked, but I'm looking for walls in the desert.
Fucking bastard! Alright, let me see if I can find it. I know that there is one around here somewhere. I might have marked it with a different marker. Let me go double check real quick.
I put down the question marks because there were like things that I needed to dig up, but I didn't have my shovel or hoe on me to dig it up.
Where the wait, was that it? I think that was it. I think that's the node, but I'm gonna go double check real quick.
Heard. You have a feeling you're gonna die tomorrow. Look, it'll be fine.
You worry too much, Brad.
7 a.m. is admittedly horrendous to be getting up at, but you know,
It's 7 a.m. Eesh. Eh, it, I kind of got up roughly around that time too.
yeah, sucks. You're the closest to my age gap. Crazy that that's your logic. 50 years? The fuck are you talking about?
Excuse me, Snack. We gonna have a problem?
The oldest person here, I think, is Kat, right?
Yep.
Who's like 20 years older than you, Snacky?
All right, switching gear off.
Motherfucker, no.
I will fucking fight you, Snack. You absolute fetus.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Listen,
Snack.
just because your fucking birth certificate is in the single digits.
Huh?
Talking to Snack.
Social security numbers are 1 and 2. That's crazy.
I haven't heard that one in a minute.
I've never heard that one because I'm not old.
I would use that one against my grandparents every now and then when they were fucking showing their age. They're young for grandparents, but even still, it's just like, all right, y'all are showing your age. Okay, I found an iron node up here, weirdly enough.
Interesting.
Not what we need.
Not what we need. But interesting. We also don't have any octarine or nodes going.
I remember finding some. I just don't remember marking them is all.
Well, there's nothing marked. That's why I'm like,
yep, just remember finding them at one point.
random fact. Okay.
Oh wait, is that one it? I think that might be it.
We don't need this one here. A good random fact for loaf.
Random fact: the coronation chair in Denmark is, like by legend, made of unicorn horn. It is actually made from narwhal tusk.
Okay, but the whimsy of unicorn horn is so peak.
It is. I cannot deny that.
And what is a narwhal? If not a fabulous
sea unicorn.
Sea unicorn. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. I'm gonna find
There's
these
a mod in the
fucking
game
notes.
that like puts down turf block when you're putting down fucking this shit. Railway.
Around here. Where the fuck are they? No, it wasn't in that. Wait. I think I might know where some are. That one's an iron node. It's gotta be. What was this over here? How far am I from that? Oh god, I've lost my own marker. There it is. Okay, so that's just south of here. Nope, that's just the iron one again that I found earlier.
What is a good... I mean, that is a good random fact, but I feel like I still have to do a random fact.
Another random fact. This will probably be Jesus Christ. That scared the shit out of me.
Sorry.
It's all good. I need to watch where I'm going. The reason why we have what's the word I'm looking for? Independence Day on the way that, or on the day that we have it, is mostly just because like shit got fucking hot, and they didn't want to keep dealing with like getting bitten by horseflies constantly. They literally just got sick of the fucking heat, and I don't blame them one bit.
So they made Independence Day during
On the fourth, when they fucking signed the Declaration of Independence, yeah,
the scorching heat
of July, yeah.
when we could have had it any other fucking day.
Yep, it was actually supposed to take a lot longer. We probably would have had our Independence Days like sometime in the fall. Which admittedly, depending on where you're at, could also end up just being hotter. But yeah, it was supposed to be a much longer process than it actually was. We kind of blitzed through that shit because of the heat.
Like, motherfucker, I can't even think.
Can't think of all these fucking horseflies biting me and all these fucking goddamn, like, fucking heat strokes. We're still wearing puffy coats and fucking stupid ass powder wigs. Why are we even doing this anymore?
Let a bitch breathe. Brother, I'm fucking melting here.
You little bastard. You cheeky little fucker. Hit me one time, then you just fuck off. Well, I'm not finding the nodes, but I'm definitely finding, like, a bunch of veins.
You're saying there's one this way? Here? Oh, I do see it. Okay.
Yep, that one's iron.
Okay. Oops. Maybe don't stand directly next to the thing that you're literally blowing up, Space.
Yep,
Might
I've done that
be,
enough times.
maybe that would be the smarter idea.
You know, the reason why some of the fucking nodes that I've marked out here aren't showing up is because I did have them set up to be, like, mined out, like a long-term thing. So they're probably just, like, gone off the map. I don't know, they would have still been marked with a marker of some kind.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, sure, but how does that change what we're doing here?
I think I remember there one being up by where we fought the commander, the core commander. Problem is, I don't exactly remember where that was. I know it was up somewhere north of here.
Yeah, I was going to be like, it's like over
Yonder.
here. Here, right? I think, or like,
I swore that it was like somewhere up. Oh, give me just a sec.
I thought it
Let me
was
get
like
out of danger.
here-ish.
I could have sworn it was somewhere like up here.
No. It was down. I know it was over this, on like this quadrant of the desert,
Hmm.
but I don't remember exactly.
I remember it being like up in the northern area at least, though, because I remember putting down that fucking that teleports that we eventually did move,
Yes.
which admittedly not a great decision.
Well, hindsight's 2020, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, because I remember having to come down here to fight him. I might be misremembering.
Now I just dig.
What was
And
this one? This
walk.
one was iron, wasn't it?
Hello, little Paka.
Go ahead and take this one away. We don't need that anymore. Hmm.
Is that not a node?
That wasn't a node. That was where I thought a node was, and I was just marking it for myself.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, unfortunate. I was
Making your
putting
way down there.
a whole fuck ton of cart
Oh,
down.
whoops. My bad.
It's fine. Why do I have 8 of these goddamn things? Alright, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, alright. Your sleep meds are kicking in.
Ah, shit. Running on 1 HP in a dream.
Real.
Not as much as 1 HP in a dream, but still running low.
Alright. I've got to figure out what the fuck I'm doing here, because this is sloppy. Sloppy work.
I love how you'll sometimes just find random eggs lying around, but there's like no birds of any kind nearby.
Yeah, it makes me nervous because I'm like, oh, did they die?
Or is the game just offering an egg in these trying times?
That game does not like you enough to do this.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes the game giveth, the game taketh away.
Night night, Breb.
Night
Have a good
bread.
first day of work tomorrow.
Whoop whoop. So proud of
Yee.
you, bread.
Yee. It's our loaf. And good job, Snack, on doing 18 pages of reading.
And also for getting a job too. Like, damn, Zach, good job.
Oh shit. What is all this? Oh, that's actually kind of cute. That's precious. Snacky, are you seeing this shit? It's a little garage
Mm.
for their fucking cart. That's so cute. Wait, that's so cute. They made a little garage for their cart. I'm not stealing their cart. Is
Myself heal up a
that a
little
fancy
bit.
thing and I forgot it was a fancy thing?
Probably.
Yes, yes it was. I forgot.
You forgore.
I forgot.
Think I may have found another node. I'm just not sure what kind it is.
I'm like looking around, hoping I'll see one.
Hey, I found a Galaxite one.
Let's go where?
In just a sec, I will go ahead and mark
Oh,
this.
all the way the fuck up there.
Yep, unfortunate. I did find what the ore node looks like on the map, so that should make it a little bit easier to find where some are. Keyword should.
Ooh, a new tarot card. Or, I'm sorry, oracle card.
It's a tarot card.
It's a tarot card.
I know I found more of these. I'm just wondering where. Wait. I might know an area where I did find some.
Chancla.
I fucking remembered where I found one, but it is way up north from here. It's in the northern desert.
Oh.
No wonder we couldn't find it looking around here.
I'm gonna be so honest with you, I forgot there was a northern desert.
Yep, I'll go ahead and mark the galaxite that's here.
Oh, I'm in
I'm looking around for
Persian
other nodes I
territory,
may have
apparently.
missed. Because I remember there being more further out.
Wait, brother, no.
There's another one.
There another fucking maze?
Please tell me no.
Oh, no. Okay. I just
Okay.
went. It's the fucking place that the cicada queen is.
Oh, that one. Okay. I have marked a couple of areas where there are more galaxite nodes.
Heard.
I'm looking around for other nodes I may have missed.
Oh, there's like a fuck ton over there.
Yup.
Okay. Noted. Alright.
Hmm.
So let's grab this.
I'm starting to think I may have hallucinated the ocean ore. I can't remember what it is to save my life right now.
Octarine.
Octarine, yeah. I think I may have hallucinated that one. Because I'm not finding anything that would imply that there was octarine anywhere in the ocean areas.
Smashing.
Like, I'm looking for the little squares of, like, things on the map that would indicate, like, oh yeah, there's, wait, I may have found one. I'm gonna go check it out as soon as I can find some kind of teleports. First, I gotta find out where the fuck I am right now. I'm all the way up here. Down here,
That's
I
a
guess.
real. Where the hell am I?
Somewhere. Somewhere in space and time.
Where are you right now? That's an excellent question.
Still in the southern desert. You little bastard.
Okay. Well, you have completely mined out the galaxite that you have sent me over here for.
That makes sense. It's been a minute. And I hollowed that thing out and I left it with a wall just to be left alone by any crits and critters that came across it for a reason.
Oh. I am in fact seeing that.
Oh, hey, a little larva caveling. I haven't seen you in forever.
Larva caveling?
Yeah, the ones that like have all the larva armor on them.
Oh, yes. I do, in
Just found
fact,
him on the edge of
know.
the desert. He's like, oh, how unfortunate for you that you came across me while I'm so overpowered. Point, click,
Remember when
delete.
they used to be like a problem?
Yup. God, did they used to be a problem. Thank God we got through that section quick.
I knew it was gonna fucking blow up my. Well, that's not where I told you to put that. I mean, it might have been where I told you to put that, but that's not where I meant to tell you to put it. You know what I mean? Different. Do as I say, not as I do. We can dig up, or we get up to like here, and we just straight shot it.
Okay. Went a little bit further south than I meant to. Ah, you fucking bastard, right outside the teleport.
Is how they do, Zeph. They're cowards. A lot of them.
Amen to that. Oh. Gonna just put that back there. What'd you remember, Snack? To tell you what I remembered, I have a can of Arizona watermelon just sitting right next to me. The best Arizona flavor, hands down. I'll die on that hill.
Watermelon is pretty peak.
And I'll hear
You
no
signed up for
slander
a
against it.
what? For how long? What's the endurance for? What is the challenge, Snack? Ooh, don't die over there, though. Don't die over there.
Oh, this one's gonna be difficult. Okay, I could go through the larva area and then go through the... Wait, what the fuck? What was this? Oh, this was another node, not a teleport.
3 to 24.
Snack. Please don't overdo it. You're young,
Now,
you don't
my
need as much
question for
sleep, but
you,
please don't overdo it.
my question for you was, so when in the Kentucky Fried Fuck are you going to be doing a 24-hour endurance league?
While you're fucking holding a job, going through firefighter training, going through high school still. I just want to know where you find it all the time, Snack.
That's
You
what I'm
can't fit
saying.
more than 24 hours in a 24-hour period. I'm trying to find where, like, you're finding all this time and all the audacity.
The audacity comes naturally.
Fair enough.
The
Snacky is
audacity, I
very
don't know.
audacious.
He's got audacity in spades. If there's anything this boy has, it's audacity.
I can work this as I don't think you can, Snack. Unless it's like maybe a part-time job, then I can kind of see it happening, maybe. Hard, maybe,
Well,
though.
he's a minor, so it has to be a part-time job. They're legally not allowed to give
Oh,
you full-time.
yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, see, we still haven't discussed that one, Snacky, and we're going to. I need you to know that if you thought that I was just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine, you put yourself in a fucking coma. Um,
Please fucking don't do that. Comas are scary.
Comas are terrifying, and the fact that you just put yourself in one being a fucking idiot.
Guys, I still
Absolutely.
remember going into a 24-hour coma just by complete random. Don't know how the fuck it happened. Don't know why it happened. Just 24-hour coma. My grandparents would come in, checked on me just to make sure I was still breathing. Like, yeah, he's just sleeping. But like, I was out for a solid 24 hours, and that shit terrified everyone, myself included. When I woke up, I'm just like, yeah, it's still Thursday, right? It's like, no, no, it's Friday. Where have you been? Clearly sleeping. God damn it! I thought I found an R node. It was not. It was in fact just large dish coral.
Get rid of that one.
The fact that it's showing up as like a big purple block on the map is really throwing me off. Ooh, what is this blue block here, though? Probably get to that. Take me a pain in the ass to get there, though.
And then let's in here. I mean, yes. I guess you've got a point there. This is better than the alternative. I am just concerned that you are not going to exhaust yourself, or that you are going to exhaust yourself. My brother, I'm tired just listening to your plans. I'm not even the one doing them.
Okay, gotta find my way to a teleport. Doesn't matter which one.
How's our monies looking?
Should be just fine.
No. Is eh. We have one stack of monies.
That's not bad.
Not bad, but we could do better.
I'm about ready to start blowing up this whole goddamn biome.
Understandable. The desert sucks. I normally actually like deserts.
I'm in the ocean.
Oh, the oceans? Yeah, say less. Blow that fucking shit up. All of it.
Just to find these fucking nodes. I know they're here. I've seen them. Like, I'm not crazy. I know I've seen them somewhere. Maybe we not stand next to the walls, F.
26 extra. Sweet Jesus.
Almost called myself by the fucking real world name that I'm actually workshopping. Thinking about changing my name. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure if I'm going to go through with it, but we'll see how things go. Still workshopping.
Still workshopping. Well, I can tell you, changing your name, pain in the ass. But
No, you'd be surprised how much of an easier time it is out in my neck of the woods. It's literally just a couple of court dates and a $50 payment.
well, that's no, the actual like process isn't that bad. Like it was like painless here. I didn't even have a court date. It was just like, oh, it's for gender affirmation purposes. Cool, that's it. You don't have a court date. You don't have to put it in the mail or like in the newspaper or anything. They make it very painless, actually, which is
For
quite a pleasant surprise. However, it's everything after your name has been changed that's fucking annoying.
Yep. Because like they're still gonna recognize like your legal name from before for like everything that you put down beforehand. And you gotta go through the process. Like, yeah, no, like I went through a name change, it's not my name anymore. It's not my legal name anymore. Kind of
Well,
situation.
yes, but even more than that, it's the having to update all of your IDs and your documents.
Yep. Because I would imagine a lot of places don't have an easy process for doing said process.
No, because you got to go to the Social Security Administration,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to go to the DMV,
Yep.
and
Thankfully,
then
those are
if
all within walking distance of me.
and then you have to go and do I have? I was not trying to do that. That is obnoxious.
Getting into wood carving, are you, Snaggy?
Yeah, have you not seen Snacky's whittling on Twitter?
I have not. I don't use Twitter. I like that we're still calling it Twitter.
Yeah. What else would we call it?
Definitely not fucking calling it X.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just Twitter.
Like if it's gonna be run by someone who's gonna like constantly dead name multiple trans people, we'll dead name his fucking website.
Well, and, his daughter.
Yep. I mean, she's included in like dead naming trans people.
Yeah, well, I mean, she
I get
doesn't
what you
even
mean though.
recognize him. She disowned his ass, which good for her,
Fucking good riddance.
right?
That's
Like,
a
she's a queen. I
that's a
love the
burden
queen.
worth getting rid of. Like I can't imagine all the bullshit that she had to go through just with fucking Elon Musk of all fucking people being her dad. Ugh.
Right? Like, wow, yeah, my dad's like an actual, like, real life comic book supervillain, but like the incompetent one that everyone's just like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Not even
God,
one
you're
of the
still
fun
speaking.
ones either. Motherfucker couldn't be fucking Dr. Robotnik with all his bullshit.
No,
No, he
he
had
couldn't
to.
even, yeah, he couldn't even be fun. He couldn't be like a Doofenshmirtz type villain. Nah, we had to have asshole Magoo Prime. Invented the new way of sucking your own dick. It's insane. You made a little burb. What are you talking about, Snack? And I will promote whatever I please. This is my stream.
Alright, time to start blowing this place up.
Yeah.
Fuck the ocean.
Zeph, did you perchance take all of the fucking seeds
No, I don't think I did.
for
I have
the
I have a lot of seed, but to be fair, I
crystal
also pick up a
biome?
lot of for the crystal biome. I think I planted them all.
Oh, you don't have the perk that gives you seeds back?
No, I might have gotten some of them back, but we didn't have a lot of crystal biome seeds to begin with.
What are you talking about? We had like
Swear we
a
didn't.
couple
I mean, I could
hundred.
stop by and drop off what seeds I got. Because thankfully those get counted as staying in your inventory.
Indeed.
I gotta stop by and heal up anyways.
Real. Okay, so when do we I was just like filling in the things, so like I'm not really pressed on it. Um,
Oh, when are we fighting one of the bosses?
yes.
Um, that's a good question. Like I've been like waiting on you. All right. Yeah. I only a few. So it's
Well, I wanted
got
to
the
upgrade
carrots.
my stuff some before we did this, but like it's gonna take so long, I think, to like get the required amounts of relicite.
Hmm. I mean, it shouldn't take too long to get the relicite. Here it shouldn't. Especially considering the fact that we what's the word I'm looking for? God damn, I can't I can't think today. Considering we just like hit a couple of nodes to be mined out. Shouldn't take too long.
Well, I
For us
mean,
to,
everything that's being smelted right now is Pandorium.
you make a fair point. We do still got a few forges still open.
Yes, like
And
this
I did
just finished the Solarite.
and I did just collect a bunch of I thought I collected a bunch of no, that's all in my inventory, I think. Shit. I swear I collected a bunch of relics. No, I didn't. Because I dropped in the chest in the areas that were being mined out. Shit. Well, time to at least go see what we got.
I don't think it's gonna be a lot. It takes
It's
a
not going to be a
while.
lot starting out.
Is this really like the only place that we have Relicite?
Unfortunately, yeah, it's the only place I've found nodes.
Well, it's not even like that. I just mean like, does does it extend farther up when we just haven't been exploring it enough?
I'm guessing yes.
Because like I know the train tracks were still going upward.
I shouldn't leave grabbing my shit and leaving, grabbing my shit and leaving.
Oh, yes, okay.
What was I able to grab? Not shit. I wasn't able to grab shit. If I go back there and fight, I'm gonna die. I need to come back. Okay, yeah, this area. Head downwards. I'm literally on 1 HP in a dream up here.
Okay. Real. Okay, so it's still going up.
Heal up just a little bit with what I got. And your food, homie. I have mushrooms and heartberries. Wonderful.
Hmm.
Let's get rid of some of this trash I have.
Hmm. I'm like so nervous walking around over here. I'm like, I don't want to fucking die.
That's how I feel right now. I hate this place.
I hate this place. I'm like, I don't have the equipment to like tunnel through my shit, you know, like, oh.
I'm gonna try to get my shit back. Keyword I'm gonna try. Probably gonna fail, but I'm gonna try. Ooh, okay. I might actually be able to get my shit back. Or at least a good majority of it.
I mean, I will totally support you if you just get your shit and run.
Problem is, I had a
This.
lot of shit, and I gathered a lot of shit while I was out and about, too.
Oh,
So
well,
I gotta, like, rotate some of this inventory out.
found
Of,
another
like, what's
found another
useful.
one. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. I am so nervous. I am a nervous nugget.
Get this fucking muddled moss out of here. I don't want this shit. Don't want these inventory leggings. I already got a fucking set. Don't want these witch doctor teams. Where the fuck did these come from?
I just have to like make sure there's nothing.
Y'all good space?
I just one of the oil incendiary crab guys just like walk. I'm like in a side room and it just walked down like a harbinger of death, scanning around and then turned around and walked away. And I was like,
All right, got my shit back.
death approaches. Incredible.
What's in this area?
Oh, there's just like a. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck is that? Don't tell me this is like the next place we have to go, because I don't want
That's a
that.
good question. That depends on
Oh,
exactly on where you're at. So, what did you find? Like, describe it as
it's a
best you can.
big ass door, brother, with a big ass key.
Yep, we get that after we fight Shabar.
Wonderful.
No idea what's beyond that door.
Oh,
Okay, had my shit
peace.
back and then lost it almost immediately.
Rip. Oh, don't kill me, please. I'm too
This
young and
must-
too beautiful to die. You were supposed to laugh. That was a joke.
I chuckled. It didn't get picked up by my mic.
The void neuron.
Yep.
Yeah. Hmm.
At least I'm pretty sure, given just by the name alone, we get it after we fight Shabar. To which I have more or less cleared that area out. We should be good to safely fight him without creatures coming to fight us.
Safely is crazy. You think anything is safe here?
Fuck no.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Oh, fuck
funky
me
shit.
running. Are you kidding me? Where did you come from?
Well, you did
You.
ask them to fuck you running, so I think that was your first mistake.
That is fair. I did.
You invited them, even.
That was my first mistake.
That was your first mistake. The game will hear you and go, oh, bet? And now you have to deal with being fucked while running.
It's like, that was not an invitation, assholes!
But it sounded like one. That's the important part.
That is semi-fair.
Semi-fair. It's fair enough, but I don't like it.
Exactly. Alright, grabbing this rule of sight the second I can find out how the fuck I mined my way out through there in the first place. Where the fuck? Gotta love dark areas. It's like,
No, you don't.
where the fuck did I go through to get here? Okay. Oh, damn. Damn, we got a lot.
Umbrella site?
Yep.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
will take that.
on one node we got 132.
Okay. I will not
There's
complain.
140 on this one.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch me being like, oh, but what? And then, I'm
Hun-
going to shut my whore mouth and be grateful.
114 on that. Oh, 115 on that one. Goddamn, 388 total that we have.
Nice.
And that's just from those nodes. I have also found a couple of areas where there's just some in the walls. Oh my god, I found a fucking cache of them in the walls.
In the walls.
In the walls.
In the walls. How could
But
this
I also
happen?
found like a bunch of incendiary things just on the other side of these walls. So I'll try my best to not break through here like crazy. Is like I have the ability to just blast through these walls. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I have the ability, but I also have this thing called
Patience.
sight. I have survival instinct, which demand of me not eating shit. Explicitly. That's like
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest things that it tells me not to do is
All right.
don't eat
Go,
shit.
going back and I'm making some ingots.
Neat. What are these things?
Whew.
Okay. Well, once again, I hate this fucking place.
The reach or the passage?
Yes.
uh,
Was that a real question? Yes.
let's make you some relicite. See about 64 in there. I'm just picking. Oh, well, I guess we're making some galaxite too.
Sure, why not?
Why not? That one's almost done with its last thing of Pandorium.
Nice.
I'm just picking an arbitrary number to like toss in whatever random nodes. Not nodes, ores. Was done with its Pandorium. Rah, snack.
Rah! Candles. The next batch of candles are almost done curing. The little tester candles.
Nice.
I know the bare minimum. I know like the bare minimum. I think is like 2 days for the tiny little tea light candles that I make. That I made for the testers. But I'm giving them an extra day just to make sure.
Mm.
We've tweaked it.
Okay, all these are either smelting galaxite or rulacite.
Okay. Use more floral wood, I guess.
Dropping off a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, Snack, are you having fun?
Yeah. This should work since we're doing shared chat. It does not.
What are you trying to do?
Curse of Raw.
Ah.
As well as it doesn't work in shared chat.
You have to be in my chat, Zeph, for Nightbot to recognize that you're asking it for my commands.
That is fair. That is semi-fair.
Semi-fair.
Yep, it's fair enough, but I don't like it.
I love the Curse of Ra. The first time I ever got Curse of Rod, my friend Nick did it to me.
Mm.
Um, just it was like to like some like innocuous thing that I had said. It wasn't like anything like scathing. It was just random. It was like, "Fuck you, don't care." Curse of Ra, and I was like, I laughed for at least 15 minutes. Like, what in the ever living fuck
His curse of raw.
is the curse of raw.
Making ourselves a bunch of potions.
I
Good God,
am
that is a lot
doing
of potions.
this the old-fashioned way, sleeping. I should eat something. You are correct. Nugget did not eat much today.
Now, let's see. With our mushrooms combined, what do we make?
What is... Oh, I have about 210 of those in here right now.
I got 80 going in with 74 regular mushrooms.
Yeah, I have 210 mushy glowing mushroom soups.
God damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to make that. Save it for something else.
Okay. Let's swap out the regular mushrooms for, I don't know, golden unicorn. See what this makes. Whatever it's making, it's boxy as fuck.
It's a...
Rare eerie moon sandwich.
Yeah, the unicorn pretty much always makes, sandwiches.
Fair enough, I guess. God damn, that's so many effects. This is actually good for you. Plus
Yeah.
69% minion attack speed. And plus 49.4 minion damage for 10 minutes.
Nice. The one
Yeah,
thing that I don't like about them, is that these sandwiches don't heal.
Wait, the sandwiches don't heal. The fuck?
They don't heal.
Wild.
All of those buffs, and not one of them is healing.
Let's see what happens when we toss in some eggs. What do we make?
It'll be a cream cake.
Mushroom cream cake sounds disgusting as all hell.
Well, no one said it was gonna be tasty now.
Fair enough. Eerie cream cake.
Told you.
Oh, I feel about that. Plus 4.3 health every second for 20 seconds. Plus 34 explosion damage for 10 minutes. Plus 25 more healing from health over time. Regeneration for 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, that's not bad.
So,
like-
I appreciate that you try to do the past tense of pronounce. That's pronounced, not pronunciated. Pronunciate becomes pronounced, I think. Or do you mean... Well, I guess pronunciated would be the way that you would do that, wouldn't it? If you're like emphasizing the way that they're said, the pronunciation of a word versus pronounced. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I take back what I said. The longer that you stare at a word, the less it makes.
Is the Easter event still going on?
Can you give me an example? It shouldn't be. Why?
I have what was it called? A rose Easter egg that I just picked up somewhere.
I don't think it. He's not wearing bunny ears, so no.
Weird. Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh, I almost didn't see him.
I mean, you can still give him stuff. Like, his chest in his room has Easter eggs in it, because I was just storing them there. Anyway, yeah, can you give me an example, Snacky, of, like, what you're talking about? Because oftentimes it comes down to... in English, specifically. If we overthink something or we look at it too many times, the brain starts to be like,
This isn't real. This is fake.
this isn't... Yeah, we start to question reality. Metacognition is dangerous. One. Two, some words don't have really clear etymological backgrounds. That's just your brain getting rid of the E, or like being like, this looks like something else. And then like focusing on the relation rather than the actual word itself. Because stare, like the thing that you walk up, looks like air if you stare at it too long. Anyway, Zephy, are we fucking shit up?
Here in just a sec. I'm clearing out my inventory so it's not a pain in the ass later.
So what exactly do we need to do to fuck shit up? We have a summon.
I do have the summoning item on me. We just need to get to the area where we place it to summon him. Well, activate him.
Oh, he's already in there?
Yeah, he's in there, but he's like deactivated, if that makes any sense.
It does. Okay. Hi, Ruby. Hi, sweet girl. You coming to sit with me again? You've been very cuddly
I
with me today.
just got an achievement? For what? It says I achieved the Phantom Spark. What the fuck is the Phantom Spark?
What's a Phantom Spark? I didn't get that achievement.
What the fuck? That is a...
I am
Alright.
hauling ass, so...
Oh,
Okay.
probably should have updated the map a little bit so that you knew where you were going. It's a pretty much straight shot. And then just head straight up north as much as you can.
Uh-huh.
Here pretty soon, like, you still gotta go a little bit more east.
Well, it looked like it connected and then it did not connect.
Yep, keep going east.
Okay.
I'll be joining you here in just a sec.
Oh, that is the wrong... Well, I died. I just was running.
I will help guide you.
Snacky, that might be dyslexia.
Oh shit.
If your letters are moving, that sounds like dyslexia.
That definitely sounds like dyslexia. Now, if your numbers are moving around, that's dyscalculia.
Yes.
You fucking bastard. You bucket of bullets, you... I swear to God, these robots are going to be the death of me. They are going to be a goddamn aneurysm. Alright. Repair. Here we go.
Alright, we got a haul ass. I don't want to be here when those
Ursula
things start
shows up.
spawning.
Oh, Ursula's already passed, thank God. Oh.
Oh, you died. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
I died, unfortunately.
Alright, well.
I'm like right behind you, though.
News for Nugget. That's great news for Nugget. That's great news for Nugget.
Alright, now I just
So
gotta find
about
out.
that,
What happened?
I
What'd
died.
you do? Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? Oh my God! I can see why you died up here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna work on clearing this shit out.
I tried so hard and I got so far. I just ran. Go no stop. I was like, I'm not strong enough.
At this point, yeah. Oh, hey, look at me. I found some real estate while I was up here.
Oh, hold on, wait a
Dodging for my
minute. I'm
life.
having a stroke of potential genius, but it requires me to actually get all the way through, which might be problematic.
Fucking god damn it!
Yeah, I feel that.
Fuck every single one of these fucking robots!
Real.
Oh, and now I'm in the fucking mushroom biome to escape them all.
Well, boop.
This area is a little bit easier to deal
Okay.
with to a degree. I spoke too soon.
Oh, you followed me in here. I didn't ask for an escort. Thank you. One of the giant amoeba guys decided that I looked lonely.
Kind of funny.
I'm glad that's so humorous to you. I am fighting for my fucking life. And you're laughing.
We're still having a good time.
Uh-huh.
Don't know why I slipped into an Irish accent there.
I don't either. I was like, huh, interesting. Yeah, we're having a good
I
time.
Of all the fucking accents I slip into, Irish is the one I do the most for whatever reason.
Okay, well, we need
Why
to go
Irish?
up,
I don't fucking know. Because I'm mostly
up, and
Scottish.
sideways, up and sideways. Get that back, and then run, 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 run. Oh, I can't run. Nope. Well, the
Fuck
floor
this
was
place!
missing.
God damn it. I got fucking bullet held to death in there.
Is it an Ace Hardware snacky?
Snack with tools kind of scares me though.
Well,
Snack with
no,
discounted
because
tools.
if snack is using the tools appropriately. Okay, well,
That I
I didn't
can
ask for
understand.
you to be here. Once again, I told you, buddy, I was not seeking an escort in, and you guys are not respecting my personal boundaries. And frankly, that's rude of you.
Getting rid of some of this shit out here.
And I personally feel like you should all back the fuck up. Ow.
Step the
Like
fuck back,
you.
Jack. Alright, I took care of the fucking incendiary asshole at the fucking beginning.
Okay. That's great news. I'm
Oh,
super
considering we're
stoked
probably gonna
about
be
that
dealing with this
information.
shit.
That's
Considering
wonderful. I'm so happy. Um, we are having a party over here.
is that a pity party?
No.
Okay.
Nope. It is not. It is in my ass is being eaten without my consent party, and I died.
Oh, fuck. I almost ate shit.
Well, I did eat shit, so you're doing better than me.
And this robot with the oh my wa motion to do. Oh fuck! Damn it! Hmm. Oh, this bullet hell's gonna be the death of me. I swear to God. I can only imagine how bad Shavar is gonna be.
I do not acknowledge it. It does not exist.
What are we about to go fight then? The
Uh,
air?
yes. It's not real. Is that in the way that somehow the fucking tunnel isn't real? What the hell? Wait, why do I... Oh, all of my armor's broken. Well, that does explain some things. Go fucking fight that thing. Ooh. Well, I'm dead.
Got
That's
that one
fine, because
taken
I
care
needed
of.
to put up my shit and fix it all anyway. Okay.
Okay, I
That's
took care of some of the robots here. We need to dig up this fucking rust that's sitting right here so they don't respawn. I
I
don't have a
left my
shovel on me
hoe
though.
at home.
Gotta be some. At this point, I will take any shovel to dig this shit up, but we don't have any wood. I'm checking around, keeping an eye out for any more creatures. We should be in the clear, at least up until the area that we need to go and fight Shabar. Keyword should be. I'm looking around just to check. All right. I don't see anything in the immediate area from all your death
We
markers.
need fucking corrupted alloy.
Wait, what's up?
We have to have 20 corrupted alloy for further.
I'm pretty sure we got that.
No, we have 4.
I have 4 on hand,
Okay, so we
and
have
they're not
8.
that hard to get. They're actually fairly simple to get.
Heard on that hydration snack, thank you.
Heard. Hydrating with that Arizona watermelon. Not
That just
sponsored, but if they ever wanted to,
reach out.
I should.
Shit, I might reach out. I fucking love Arizona's.
No
Or
fucking shit.
Calypso's. Calypso blue lemonades.
Mm-hmm.
I would fight God for a Calypso blue lemonade. I'm gonna be so real.
I feel that.
I love
It's the
those little
best one.
bastards so much. They've been like a childhood favorite of mine since I was old enough to drink them. Okay, well, I need us to. Okay,
Did you
hello.
stop by and grab a shovel?
No.
Please tell me you stop by and grab. Oh, God damn it. All right. Well, let's
We
go get
are
your
simply
stuff.
go, no stopping. I have to grab my shit though.
All right.
Which,
I will happily accompany you to grab your shit.
well, there's
Don't it?
some of my shit.
All right.
And then
This
there's
way might be
another one up here. Can we not just like blow our way in?
working on it.
Beautiful.
Ah, shit. I forgot some of these walls will not let me. Do be
Uh,
prepared because it looks like there's some crab fuckers. Okay,
well,
yeah, no, we can't, unfortunately.
unfortunate,
Yep, we gotta go through the passageways.
brother.
I do remember the passageway goes this way. Alright. I'll take care of the crabs.
Well,
I'll try to.
I just fucking send it. This is a part where I panic a little bit.
Got it.
Because I tried to go across, and guess what? Guess what doesn't happen when you try to go across? There's no
You don't
going.
go across.
You don't go across.
Unfortunately, this is also not where we need to be.
Well, I was just running because
Yep.
I didn't know.
Yep, we gotta go a little bit more east from here. Yep, come on.
That's the way out.
Yep.
We
This
can't
is
just.
not the structure that we need to be in.
Oh.
Different structure. It's either a different structure or a different section that'll just make it a little bit easier if we go this way.
Okay, hold on. We need to clear a room.
Hmm?
Can we clear? No, but we can. All right. I'm just gonna...
Ah, for a teleport. Wise.
Indeed.
I forget how long it takes to charge. I
10
think it's like 10
minutes.
minutes. I mean, we guess we could go a little bit ahead. It should be cleared. Keyword should be. Like, there's still stuff roaming around, but the room... Nope. Never mind. I am a dirty lying fucking whore.
Damn.
Such a lying whore, I had to pause in between that.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Alright, that fucker's cleared. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to heal up. Where?
I did
Oh,
my...
I left my potions back at the fucking base.
I
Shit.
did what was called a pro gamer move, and I fucking hid. I sent my little guys forward, and I was like, have fun, buddies.
Alright, slowly move forward. Slowly. Fucking hate this area.
We have to go up here.
Yep. Oh, incendiaries.
Hmm.
And then that whole structure there in the center is Shabar.
You're talking to me as if I can see what you are doing, homie, and that's really funny.
I thought you were in the room.
I am on the outskirts of the room. Because I saw incendiaries and I was like, not me. It's not me. I am not the bitch you're looking for.
Alright, that one's dead. Alright. I'm gonna
Yeah, we should
heal up with
probably
what
get...
food I have first.
We should probably clear this oil out.
Probably, but I have no way of doing so.
Oop!
The hell is that thing?
My little guy?
Yeah, the hand.
He orbits
That one's a
me.
new one. Better protection, honestly.
They do radioactive spectral damage on contact, and they do radioactive damage in like a area. So all nearby enemies take 67 damage every other second, and then they do 62 damage on contact.
Oh, fingers crossed that that's gonna put even a dent into this thing.
Well,
I hope it
the
does.
skeletons do 124 damage every time they hit.
Okay, let's see how much HP. It doesn't say. Oh.
Okay, and then give me a second.
Still healing up a little bit, as much as I can, which is not a lot. We at least get to see how this fight plays out first.
Yes, this is true. Okay, and then...
Got one more food item.
Whenever you set this shit off...
3... Alright, I'm just gonna get through this last heal,
Chaka,
and then we'll see what this is like.
Ooga, chaka. Yeah, exactly, Snack.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, what the, I do have the profane over it. What the fuck's it talking about? I have it literally in hand. There we go. It wasn't bringing up my inventory for whatever reason.
Okay, well, I'm just going to immediately start blasting.
There it is. Oh my god!
Oh!
It's not doing any damage.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, now it does damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One leg is down, 2 legs are down.
All 4 legs are down. Okay, he seems like he's gonna be fairly. I'm not gonna jinx ourselves like that.
Do not finish that sentence, so help me God.
Okay, he's moving around somewhere. One leg down.
2 legs.
Oh god.
Uh,
Oh dear god.
all legs down.
He's gonna have a second phase. This is too
Motherfucker,
easy.
there's a... Ooh.
This motherfucker gonna have a second phase. I just know it. Okay, I got at least one leg. Oh, all legs are down. This is too easy a fight. I don't like this.
Shh, shh,
There it is.
shh,
There it fucking is.
shh. Don't. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Okay.
Muffin Man.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
This is worrying me.
I am trying not to think about it. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
I'm thinking too much about it, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
fuck.
pretend that I'm
Oh,
not.
shit, I died.
Oh, don't say that.
You fucking got me. I'm hoping that the teleport is up and running.
I
'Cause
never
I'm-
activated it.
No, like, just putting it down works. It's just a matter of, like, damn it, it's not ready.
Okay.
I gotta fucking rush my way over there now. Great.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Okay.
fine, it's fine. I know my way over there. Surprisingly, I don't... Something's wrong about this fight.
I don't like how easy this is.
Yeah, I agree. This is a problem.
Okay, it's gone down now again. I'm
Okay.
kind of melting this guy.
Honestly, those fucking
I
void things are...
I beat him?
You did. Huh?
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 What? How? This area is
You
unbelievably
need to
fucking
come.
hard.
Thou
as
hast broken
fuck.
the herald forge from faith and fear. Its sanctified shell has collapsed. The maw of endings awaits. And it has seen you. I don't like that.
I really don't like that. Well,
I did in fact
I'll-
solo that shit snack. So the chest,
all right.
well,
Let's see if this works. It does. What hell did we get? We got Shabar's motor housing. It's a unique crafting component. Okay. Void idol. I don't like that. Place
gives us
and
I'll take.
a new
I do
merchant.
like
Yeah.
that actually. Alright, then Void
Herald
Neuron.
Void Neuron. I'll take that.
Uh-huh.
And then we got. Oh, well, ooh. Let's see what this-
Ooh.
Ooh. What does this set do? 100% increased damage while you're burning. That'd actually be great to have while fighting these fucking incendiary fuckers.
You
While
want to take
having
it? You can take it. Otherwise, it's
while
spoiled.
having the necklace that fucking makes you immune to oil.
Yeah, you take that shit.
All right, yeah, I'll take it.
Did you take everything?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna head up to the Void Neuron room and see what we got there.
Oh,
God.
please don't do that yet.
I at least just want to see what's up there.
But I want to come with, but I have precious cargo. I can't be just lollygagging about. Ooh! Zephyrin,
What's up?
you didn't tell me there were guys.
Oh fuck! God damn it! You got the fucking teleport damaged. Gotta wait another fucking 10 minutes. All right, it's 10 minutes on the clock, starting now.
Okay, well.
I'm
Please
looking
don't
around.
find out, Snacky. For God's sake.
Please don't find out. I beg of you to not find out.
Because the answer is significantly less than you think.
All right. There should be no guys nearby when you come back.
Well,
Or
I
it
am
shouldn't
on
be.
my fucking way, homie, so...
I found your thing. Oh, shit. There are guys nearby.
You lying whore.
To
Everyone's a fucking
to be fair,
filthy
you
liar.
went down an odd path I wasn't expecting you to go down, and I died.
Well, because there was a guy the other way.
I'm gonna just wait for the portal to be done at this point.
Mao. People literally fucking blow themselves up with pressure cookers because they don't wait for it to release enough.
Yep. Well, that's not the only reason why people fuck themselves up with pressure cookers. Some people are trying to moonshine.
Oh, true. But, like...
Trying to turn that shit into a fucking still like a fucking idiot. I wish you the
No.
best of luck.
Snack, no.
No snack, no accelerants. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for this portal to be ready. Got me some snickety snacks.
Well, we were gonna have to call it in, like, an hour. Because I have to make
Yeah,
dinner.
fair enough. God damn. Hi, how time flies.
I know. Can you believe it's already been 2 hours?
I cannot. Portal's still not ready. Alright, fuck this shit. I'm impatient.
Uh-huh.
Snack, I swear to God. Your poor mother.
Yeah, literally a constant phrase, I feel, is, God,
Mm.
your poor mother.
Better be careful or those fucking pressure cooker lids are gonna just end up in your fucking skull. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna be from one of your experiments, no, it's because your mom probably fucking throws one at your fucking head.
Chonklas that shit.
Yep. You'll be upstairs. You won't even know it's coming. It's gonna bounce off the wall, ping you off the fucking forehead.
No, she's going to yeet it at Mach fuck through the ceiling to hit Snacky in the skull.
I will not be surprised. And it will be deserved.
He's been running from that hand for too long.
The only thing he's got to worry about outrunning is God's wrath in his mom's hand.
I'm telling you, that's literally a peak quote. Not
Just
me.
barely got my shit back. Alright, getting the fuck out of here. Getting the
She
fuck
tried
out of
to
Dodge. Fuck this
thwack
place.
you in the skull with a fucking skillet. It put a hole in the wall.
That's a little excessive. That's a little too much extra force. Like, I'm all for feats of strength, but, like, Georgia kid, that's a little too much.
So I was...
Granted, it is snacky, but even still.
Granted, it is snacky. It is snacky.
Should be a clear path this way.
Hold on, we need...
Keyword should be. All I have to do is just keep going straight north. Just keep going straight north with the train tracks. And it should find where the fucking void neuron goes into.
That's right. Yes. Just be safe. A couple
All right.
extra ones.
It is a clear path up here. Thank fuck.
I'll believe it when I see it.
And even then, even if it's not, the train tracks go directly from the passageway point all the way up here.
Yes, I did in fact do that.
Thank you so fucking much.
I was not playing that game again. I need you to understand.
I will wait for you up here while you go do what you do.
I am making the new caveling room.
And you know, even if you didn't want to do the passageway point, it's also connected to the other waypoint that's up here.
Yes. Once again, I was thorough. You must understand, I was not about to do this shit again.
I don't blame you one bit. Wonder what this new merchant is gonna sell us.
I have no idea. But we're gonna find out.
That fucking fight with Shabar was too easy comparatively to the entire environment.
I mean, yes, and then, but my main real concern wasn't even that. It was like, oh, it's in carpentry, isn't it?
I don't know what happens after Shabar. I genuinely do not know. And that worries me.
My nerves are... Ursula's
On
gonna
edge.
be a nightmare.
So, Ursula, we just fight in the passage. I don't know what this new area is. As far as I knew, the Reach was the last area.
That's the wrong.
Shabar was supposed to be one of the last bosses.
And then...
So anything past this, the wiki did not cover.
Wonderful.
This terrifies me so much.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, I am...
Who in the living fuck?
I love hearing that.
You are different. A Relicite smithing table?
What?
A metal crafter's table? A Bleedra the Void Lord?
Oh my god, you are freaky looking.
The schematic parchment. And a burn resistance potion. Okay.
Rulecite Smith. What fucking shit goes past Rulecite? Obleja the Void Lord
That's what I just said, dude. I just read all of this out to you.
Uh-huh. I just had to see it for myself too. It's just like, brother, what the fuck? There's one more boss that wasn't accounted for on the wiki? What's the problem? Oh, what's this new area gonna be? We need this fucking smithing table. Where's our coins? Here's our coins. Go ahead and get that smithing table for us. Let's see what we can make. God, he's freaky looking. I love his little, like, ears, though. The way that they flop
I mean,
down.
those are like standard caveling ears.
Like, he's tall. Why are you so tall?
I don't know, Snack. That's a great question.
Alright, I got the rule of sight crafting table, or smithing table.
Alright, hold on. It goes right here.
I think. I'm about to say, like, are we sure that it's just going to take the place of everything? Oh, no, it does not take the place of everything.
Oh, alright. Well, in that
okay.
case...
So the scrap minigun and the flamethrower, you can just find those. But void fused helmet, chest piece, and leggings? These are new.
300% of damage taken up to 800 damage, and then deals all of it to all nearby enemies after 2
Holy
seconds.
shit.
Holy fuck. Also, the flame turret and the remote explosive packs we can also find in there.
Okay, so we have enough to make probably a couple of these pieces, but not all of it.
No, and that will use up the relicite that we need for upgrades.
It will.
And the corrupted alloy we need as well.
Yep. Well, we got 30 total, so that will only use up like about 28 of the corrupted alloy.
But we
The
need
relicite
20
is.
per upgrade of the
Yep.
corrupted alloy.
Yep. We had to kill robots for that shit.
I hate killing the robot.
The crabs count, and they're like the easiest ones to deal with.
Yes, but they're annoying.
No arguments there. So, shall we go up and see what this new area has in store for us? Just to check it out.
Yes, I'm just upgrading my armor. It's my last
Fair
armor
enough.
piece. All right.
I'm gonna teleport up to the nearest waypoint.
Uh-huh.
You can take my guard. I'm gonna go by foot.
You are faster than I am.
Just because of the rift lens.
Okay.
All right. See what bullshit we have.
Heard on that last hydration, and thank you for the head pats. Herd snack. Once again, please don't overdo it. Okay.
Okay. Already not liking this area. I'm slowly crawling. Hello, what is this? Okay, it's just a statue.
Can I take it? I can. It's a Sahabar monument. So Sahabar was a prophet?
Oh, the game's not finished.
The game's not finished?
No. This is an enemy for a future update. Oh. We were so scared for this area too. Oh, that's an interesting item I just got.
What did you just get?
I'm trying to find where it is in my inventory, but remote boom clicker. Offhand use, detonate remote explosives within range.
What is... Oh, this is the end of the world. Okay.
Yup.
Alright, so I guess the last thing we have until they complete the fucking game is Ursulum.
And the void worm.
And the Void Worm. You had to remind me about the Void Worm.
Do you want to do the void worm first or Ursulum?
Ursulum.
Fair enough.
Fucking guess.
He is the nearest one. Well, technically the void worm's the nearest one, but meh.
Well, we have to have, like, the stuff to get the Void Worm, right?
Oh, you mean the organ? I have that.
Oh. Well.
I went the wrong way. I went too far south.
I don't really want to fight anything else. That I am grappling with the fact that Core Keeper's not finished. I thought it was done.
I thought so too. All right, where's Ursulum? Ursulum's all the way down there. If we're gonna fight him, I'd rather fight him in an area we already like have a good idea of how it's mapped out.
Well, what's the summon for that guy?
There is no summon. He's just out in the world. He's out in the overworld, like
No, there's a summon. I've seen the summon. Like, I just don't remember what it needed.
I think that just gets him to respawn in the world. Because Ursulum's just out in the overworld, like, oh, how was that that one bug creature that circled the map? Very similar to her. Gorm, yeah, it's similar to Gorm.
Wonderful. It's
Just
just a
much
bigger,
more
angrier
massive.
Gorm.
Yep, just much more massive, and you need to
Isn't
keep
it?
making them pop
I
out.
really have to say that the one thing Core Keeper does incredible. Ooh, we might have to stop soon because my laptop is hotter than it normally is.
Oh,
Um,
fair enough.
One of the things I have to give Core Keeper like all of its props for. This game does an incredible job at creating a sense of scale.
Sense of scale, a sense of danger.
Of yeah, like actually creating fear and like anxiety. Like the bosses are legitimately intimidating.
Shabar really felt so
Shapar
fucking. I'm
confused
just.
me because that I
Uh
don't know
huh.
if we were just over prepared.
We were just ready for the bullshit.
I
Apparently,
mean, I fucking guess because like
that void staff really helped out quite a lot.
my little gun.
Uh huh.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if Shabar is weak to void stuff though.
I mean, he was going down pretty well with the Stormbringer as well. And the Stormbringer hits multiple targets at once, so it was hitting all four of his legs at once.
Um, yeah, that will definitely do it. And then
Where's
mine is
Ursula
like
down?
400, 325 to 400 physical damage and range, physical range damage. Um,
So
every
when we,
and it pierces through enemies. So I was hitting multiple legs too.
yeah, you were, and you were spamming those like no tomorrow, and I don't
Oh,
blame you
brother,
one
I
bit for
just held
that.
the button down and I let that bitch fly. What you
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Good. So when we do eventually fight Shabar, since you don't have the Rift Lens or any way to teleport over ledges, I would
Not
recommend being
Shivar,
prepared to.
Ursula. We
Did
just
I
fought.
say Shabar? I meant
Uh-huh.
Ursula. But I would say be prepared to have like a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Like blocks to put down to cross the chasms like super
Well,
fast.
preferably we will. I mean, yes, but I would just like fill that in before we decide to start fucking around and finding out.
Oh, that's a lot to fill in. Oh,
I know.
hello. Where, you little bastard. I was sitting up by the fucking waypoint, fucking caving came up and just fucking bink.
Little shit, I see.
Very much so. And now
Put
you
the
will feel my wrath.
things in here, and then
That is what I get though for sitting in enemy territory the way that I was doing.
that might have been your first problem.
Dude, some of the enemies out here feel like they were fucking much more to handle than Shabar was.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
I'm just like,
I we didn't die. I
how?
didn't die during that boss fight, and I died multiple times getting to that boss fight.
I died so many times clearing out the path to him.
Uh-huh, that's why I'm like, oh.
I'm like, did they do this on purpose? Or we just fucking blitzed through it as if it was no problem for a reason? It's weird.
Then that's gonna have to move. And we'll put that there. Uh, Maybe one here. And then pick this little shit back up. Put that there. I need you to move out of the corner of your room. Little voidling. I say little, you're the largest bastard here. So, ta-da! Oh, I need to get.
Oh, this is neat. Let's see, what other stuff can we get from you? Metal crafter's table?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I really want to know what this Obletra thing is because, like, it has to be what's her the thing that we just found, but like, I'm
It's
not
gotta
so
be
sure.
the void sphere, right?
I'm thinking maybe. I'm looking up Obletra the Void Lord. Because, like, while we're just vibing, waiting for Ursula, we might as well do some looking.
Uh-huh. Well, give me a second and I will be right back.
Yep, that's a Bleedra.
That is a Bleedra? Bet.
Yep. A Bleedra is found traveling below the ground in a similar fashion to Pydra, Crydra, and Druidra. Instead of displaced ground, they appear beneath a pile of void-like matter. It cannot be damaged until it is summoned, brought to the surface by playing the wind organ of Void close enough to it. A Oblidra Void Lord scanner can be used to reveal Oblidra's location on the map. Once defeated, Oblidra will respawn at a random location in Breaker's Reach.
Heard. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second.
This is gonna be a tough fight.
Don't say that.
Would you like me to read this out to you on
Give me
why
a
it's gonna
second.
be a tough fight? Oblidra spawns with the souls of Druidra, Crydra, and Pydra. These souls are invulnerable to attacks. Oblidra and the souls can perform the following attacks. If the player is close enough, it slams its body to the ground, dealing damage to nearby players. It will make a hissing sound before this attack. Fires a purple beam from its mouth, tracking the player. Each of them also have unique attack. Oh my god, this is a list. Oh. Oh, fuck me. Like this fight. I don't like this fight. We haven't even started. Alright, well, I guess we should find out where the fuck it is. As if you over here having a fucking mental breakdown of this, the thought of this fucking thing. There you are, you son of a bitch. Oh, Space, I hope you hurry back soon. Oh, Mom, this is a waste. This is a furniture crafting table. Well. I guess I'm heading up to fight Ursula alone. Bring it on, you big bitch. Come on, Ursula, let's fucking go, bud. Any fucking day now, you could start popping up.
Alright, I am back. Oh my fucking
Alright, I would
kneecaps.
hurry to the northern passage area because I'm about to fight Ursula. I'm alone.
Oh, well, what are you doing that for, sir?
I'm gonna try to hold him back as much as I can.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he is on your ass, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay, well...
Luckily, he is slow.
That is the one thing we have going for us. Okay. Immediately getting jumped by assholes.
Oh, fuck. Okay. We're good. Alright, I got him stopped.
Oh, fuck!
There you are. Urshalom is an infinitely harder boss fight.
Yeah, I can't get over there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, maybe I can. I just have to go, like, way around. Also, I got
Probably.
smacked,
That's not
and
good.
I'm almost dead already. Oh, I see.
Push it.
I don't know where the little eye thing is.
Up north, both of them are.
Oh.
Downwards.
No. I'm dead.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, I got him stopped again.
Okay. Oh, shit. My shit's broken. Hold on. Fuck. And I should probably have something that heals me. Dumb shit bag. What are you doing?
He's a starting again.
Alright.
Fuck, why did he get faster?
You probably done enough damage.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Running out of spaces to run. Running out of spaces to run!
Why I was like, we should probably fill in things before we try and fight him. Like, level out his pathing.
It's fine. We're perfectly fine.
Is it fine? Because, like, I'm
No.
super slow.
Alright, got him knocked down again. Ah, fuck off with this fucking void worm thing.
Maybe this one is better.
Alright, I got him down to at least half health.
I mean, I'm here.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just on the other side.
You know what? It might help. Maybe.
I'm a little too slow. Well, maybe if I do like this.
Alright, he's starting to turn. I don't like that. I don't like that he's starting to turn. Okay. Just gotta keep following the path. Just gotta keep following the path. There's plenty of empty space.
When you take him down,
Oh,
that's
fuck!
when I can help.
Fuck! What the? I was able to tank all that damage? What? Alright. I mean, I died, but like... Still, what the fuck? That was weird.
Okay, well...
Alright. This is worth a shot. Got him down to at least have health.
I'm still following him.
Surprised you're able to keep up. Oh, shit. Trying to find like what's the nearest teleport I can find to him. This one probably.
Oh, his eyes disappear if there's no one in front of him. So I'm literally just running with him.
Oh fuck! I don't think that's. I think he's gonna be at full health if we manage to catch up with him.
He does seem like he's healing.
Yep.
He's like red. He's still red though. Like, I will say that much. Like, he's still healing.
Interesting.
However much damage. Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
What happened?
And I've lost him. Okay. I have got to remember there are bitches here and they do not like me. Where am I? In the middle of Timbuk 2.
Let's see if I can find him again. And he goes in a circle. Of course I'm gonna find him again. And my miner's gear equipped. I can't mine through this shit anymore. Well, I'm about to see if he full healed. Probably. Oh. I fucking damaged his last eyesight. Yeah, he full healed.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Gonna go for one last attempt. And hopefully I can manage to dodge all the bullshit in the path ahead.
I mean, you're gonna be doing that until you get back over to my area, because I can't get over there fast enough.
I mean, there is one teleport that's kind of nearby.
Yeah, but like, there's a huge fucking gap that like I have to like fill in.
Come on. This is such a tedious ass fucking fight.
Like, I feel like it's not gonna really be that hard in terms of like, he just rolls forward, you know?
Yep.
It's
just one of those ones where it's like, it's a task of keeping up with running away from him. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Goes down to half health again. It's about. It's one of those issues where you gotta find out. It's like, do I teleport now to get away from him, or do I wait for a fucking ledge?
Yeah, I don't envy you.
Ah, god damn it. Fucking ran into a wall. Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab my shit back.
Is there a teleport close to your shit?
Yep. Died like right next to the one that's over in the ocean biome, but it's like a crystal biome.
Mm-hmm.
That one really felt like the run, too.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Well, I have been clearing out the rocky outcroppings so that we don't run into walls.
Yeah, that would be good. And then I'll get to work to filling some of these gaps.
Mm-hmm. Or we can just do that next time, because my laptop is absurdly hot.
That is fair, because I just realized I actually don't have a lot of blocks on me right now for filling in gaps. We can go ahead and teleport back to base.
Yeah.
That way we don't spawn into enemy territory.
Probably the smart
Oh,
idea.
hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby!
Coming in right around the end of stream, too. You get to keep your streak. I was starting to wonder, it's like, ooh, shit, is Ruby gonna lose her streak? It looks like you got an amber. Congrats, Ruby.
Okay, this has to be bad. We're gonna have to fill this in. You're not a bad mod. You can't make every stream.
Nah.
That's silly.
I mean, shit, I'll make it to every one of your streams, Ruby. But that's mostly because you stream right around the time I'm going to sleep.
Sleeping?
Yo. Where the fuck are all our blocks?
They're in the blocks chest.
Yeah, I see blocks 2, but where's blocks 1?
Blocks 1 is on the rows of blocks. It's a long chest.
Ah, what?
That's like the overflow blocks chest. Blocks 2.
Plants. Build.
Fucking neck.
You good?
God. Yeah, I'm just a tense nugget.
Yeah, I must be blind because I'm looking at every single chest here and I'm not seeing it.
I promise you it is there.
Oh, I believe you.
Ooh. Juke him out. You don't see me. Wait, where the fuck am I?
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the
Well, I
Atlantean
died.
worm chest. Just to make it simple, we're just gonna make it all dirt block.
Alright, well, I died, so I feel like that's a sign.
That's a wrap. Where were you?
I got lost trying to walk back.
Oh, I just realized I got my stuff back from the first Ursula death.
Rip.
I'm gonna go grab that just real quick. It shouldn't take me more than like 5 minutes. Probably not even that. Because there's a teleport right here.
Ending screen. Yeah, how are you feeling, Ruby? How's the healing?
Oh yeah, because you recently had some stuff done to your teeth, didn't you? New dentist and everything. Ugh. I don't envy you.
You know, I've actually never been bothered by the dentist. The only time I've ever been bothered was like my first ever cavity. I was like 26, 27. No, 26. And
for me,
I have fear of needles, so they put a needle in my gums to numb it out so they could do the filling. And I was panicky. And that's the only time I've ever had like a problem with the dentist.
For me, I never had a problem with the dentist until it came time for my wisdom teeth to be taken out. I was so fucking nervous about it. Like, are you guys gonna knock me out for it? Am I gonna be awake enough for you guys to, like, need me to respond to anything kind of situation? No, we ain't gotta do any of that. We'll knock you the fuck out. Oh, motherfucker!
Oh, see, I was like, just get these fucking things out of my jaws, please. And they wanted to just, they didn't even want to give me like anesthetic at first.
They can fuck off on all that.
Well, yeah, they were just like,
Uh,
it shouldn't be that problematic. Like, it should be fine. And I'm like, you don't understand.
Bullshit. You're
If
cutting
I am
into
awake,
someone's mouth.
if I am awake, and you are putting that giant fucking needle in my mouth, that needle is going to go into the doctor, not me. You have to knock me out. I have to be restrained to be knocked out, and then I need to be the fuck out. I better not wake up once, because if I wake up, I
Gonna
will
freak out.
hurt someone. Like, out of a fear response. And they were like, okay, so we will book the anesthetician.
It's like either I'm knocked out or the doctor is. Pick your choice.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, it's not a joke. I literally, like, will start sobbing, and if the needle is big, and by big I mean bigger than like a butterfly needle you use for infants, I start swinging. Like,
And the funny thing
instinctively.
is, you actually want a longer needle because it gets the medication into you faster.
Yes, but I'm so fucking afraid.
Uh-huh. I understand the fear.
I can't do it. Like, I can't. So my ass was knocked out, and then afterwards they were like, yeah, it's a good thing that you were out, because your roots were so impacted and are so fucking long and so thick, and they are hooked into your jaw. We have, in my like 20 years of oral surgery, I have never seen teeth that look like yours. We got them out all in one piece, but we had to pry them out and like pry open your jawbone a little bit to like unhook your tooth. Each of your teeth.
Said I didn't ask for my wisdom teeth back. It's just like, yeah, I just have those.
Oh, I've got mine. I mean, they're in a jar in Georgia, but like, they're gnarly too. People, when I showed my mom, because obviously my mom's a nurse, so of course I was like, look at my teeth. She was like, oh my god.
You should have seen my fucking abscessed ass fucking canine. Oh my god, it was growing into my nose. It was bad.
Ugh.
Uh-huh. I would say though, like for my wisdom teeth, a lot of my worries ended up going away for a very short period of time. Just because of my dentist fucking ass name. Oh my god. It was funny as shit. I'm like sitting there all nervous as shit. Doctor comes in and just like, hello, I'm Dr. Mario. I'm like, you're fucking lying. Fucking say psych right now. That shit was funny as fuck.
No, see, you have to capitalize on that. You have to go, woohoo! And then, like, when you, like, walk in, you gotta, like, jump in.
Actually looked out like, is your dental assistant gonna be fucking Dr. Luigi? He actually got a chuckle at that because no one's been brave enough to actually say anything. I was the first one that ever made that joke with him, and that shit was funny as fuck to him. He had to step out for a second.
Well, it's just crazy. Like, no one ever was like, Dr. Mario? Like the video game?
Fucking beautiful. And now I have that forever, like in my history, that I was worked on by Dr. Mario. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and find a raid target.
Liz and think.
Let's see, who's all streaming right now? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's Inky. I don't know if Inky will... Let's read DJ E-Rock Lee. Oh, it's just E-Rock Lee now. E-Rock Lee VT. Is he no longer a DJ? I wonder. Alright, I'll send you the name.
Liz. Bye, Ruby. I hope you feel better, babe.
There's the name. And start raid. Looks like he's doing a tier list.
Interesting. So it's not... That's not what I wanted it to do. I can connect a fourth wall. Whatever. How in the hell do I do this from here?
What's up?
Well, I cannot figure out how to do a raid from here.
So go to stream management, and there should be a button that just looks like a parachuting crate. Just hit that.
No, from OBS. Normally I don't have to open that up.
Oh, it should be /raid and then
Yeah, that's what I did, but it didn't do anything.
I just see that you put eRock Lee VT on there.
Yeah, I put raid before that.
Huh. So like Oh, well.
Yeah, see, like, raid just went before that, and it just did not...
Huh.
Alright, well, I tried. So, good night, angels.
job.
Have a good rest of your day, because apparently